Why was Emma Stone sent to therapy at the age of 7? Which conditions made Easy A and Crazy Stupid Love so terrible to shoot? What is so special about Emma's director in Cruella? And how has the global pandemic inspired the actress to her best creation? Hey, my name is Claire, and here is the undeniably gorgeous Emma Stone.
Let's shoot something.
Go beyond the anxiety. Way before her Oscar and making the whole world la-la for her, Emma had quite a difficult childhood. You may think she is as bubbly and carefree as her characters, but she's not really. As a girl, Emma was going to therapy from the age of 7. She battled with anxiety and panic attacks. She recalls being paranoid about everything. We truly thought I wasn't going to be able to move out of the house and move away ever. How would I go to college? How would I do any of this if I couldn't be at a friend's house for 5 minutes? After 2 years of therapy, she wrote a story about a green monster sitting on her shoulder. When she listens to him, it gets bigger, and if she doesn't, it shrinks.
This is me, I guess, with really, it's great artistry.
Great job, Emma. Also, her secret remedy was the local acting school, which she attended on a daily basis. I think my parents saw that acting was the thing that made me fulfilled and happy. Indeed. So, as our aspiring actress turned 12, she auditioned for the Nickelodeon show All That. Nothing special, she just had to improvise and invent 2 crazy characters, a cheerleader who couldn't spell and a possessed babysitter.
And then Goldilocks and the 3 bears were there.
Even though she didn't get the part, Emma knew she would pursue her Hollywood dream whatever it took. So, what was her next step? Do the Project Hollywood talk. Emma was just a girl dreaming of Hollywood. A girl with perfect PowerPoint presentation skills. I'm not joking here. 14-year-old Emma pitched her idea of moving to LA to her parents with a PowerPoint presentation. She even had Madonna's Hollywood song playing softly in the background. After this TED Talk every motivational coach would be jealous of, she actually moved to the city of her dreams.
And my mom and I went out to LA for pilot season from Phoenix, and it was rough at first.
However, Emma's itch to act was stronger than anything else, even though the only acting training she'd had was school plays. Anyways, the auditioning journey started. Closed calls on multiple Disney projects, ricocheting in between doing her high school classes online and working at a dog treat bakery. Yeah, that was quite a phase. Stone's acting breakthrough came during the heyday of reality shows. She got the role of Lori Partridge in the TV project The New Partridge Family. It was a fiasco, with only the pilot episode being released. But believe me, you've never seen Emma singing that recklessly. She had a lot to learn during this transition from a school theater amateur to an on-screen chemistry maker. And Miss Stone used every upcoming chance. And although her roles in the series Malcolm in the Middle and Lucky Louie didn't bring her fame, they gave her experience. Guess what they prepared her for? Right, the epic teen comedy Superbad. With her first red-haired character, the whole world was amazed by her combo of romance, cheekiness, and honest comedy. Emma continued playing beautiful and awkward or beautifully awkward characters, from a bass player to the ragtag queen or even McConaughey's ex-girlfriend's ghost. However, her following role was a complete twist. See what's next. Let the Beatles song guide her through life. Before doing the satire we all know her for, Emma started getting sassier, romping into an apocalypse in Zombieland. Apart from getting some zombie fighting skills, she met Woody Harrelson on set, which then brought her to a surreal relationship with Paul McCartney. First, they had dinner. Imagine Paul casually cooking veggie burgers for you. Then, Emma wrote him a letter. Let me explain. To commemorate Emma's mom's victory over cancer, they both got themselves a blackbird tattoo, as her mom's favorite Beatles song is Blackbird.
I wrote a letter to Paul McCartney asking him if he would draw 2 little bird feet because he wrote the song.
Right.
And yesterday he sent them to me.
But back to her movies. Emma does great in zombie fights on the big screen, but she has 2 phobias. She can't stand spiders, and she has a huge fear of being lifted over someone's head. Guess which movie led to a real meltdown for her because of this phobia? Spoiler, the guy blessed to look like Ryan Gosling. Slip into every genre. After all the comedies, Emma took a special detour. The young actress did her first drama, Paperman, walking along the beaches of Montauk almost like the characters of the eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. Yes, the movie wasn't highly praised by critics, but it seemed to be a chance for Emma to try out more versatile roles. As you probably know, she pushed into serious dramas later. However, back to 2010, it was a teen comedy that shot Emma Stone into the big leagues. And we're talking about Easy A. Actually, Emma acted in front of the webcam before it went mainstream. She even auditioned for the role of Olive Pendergast online. Because of her tough schedule, Emma fell in love with the script and was desperate to get the role. The 20-year-old actress didn't know what she was signing up for. Despite the huge success, shooting this movie was a living hell. Everyone was going nuts on set. Can you believe it made Amanda Bynes literally quit acting? And Emma revealed that she's never watched the movie. I've seen some scenes, but I went to a friend's and family screening to see it, and I had to get up and walk out. Who wants to watch themselves for that long? But the pressure while filming was insane. The script required her to be in almost every scene.
That's not a joke, actually. There was an oxygen tank at one point. I'm a delicate flower.
You heard that right. The cherry on top, Emma experienced an asthma attack while shooting the sex scene, without any prior knowledge that she had asthma. During the scene, she had to jump up and down for hours and hours, screaming and yelling on the bed. Do you know at least one cast member that actually enjoyed making this movie? Tell us in the comments. Despite the drama, the movie was a huge hit for Miss Stone, and she had to deal with mega stardom overnight. The whole world went especially crazy over her husky voice.
It was a result of 6 months of 24-hour-a-day colic when I was a baby.
Emma jokingly said she's damaged. We don't agree at all. Having the time of her life, against all odds. In 2011, Emma met the notorious on-screen heartbreaker for the first time in Crazy Stupid Love. I play Ryan Gosling's love interest, so not a bad day at the office. This couple were the definition of on-screen chemistry, and the romantic comedy allowed Emma to discover Ryan's photoshopped abs. But the dirty dancing lift scene turned out to be more scary than romantic. Emma remembers falling 6 feet to the ground during a gymnastics class as a child and breaking both of her arms. Happily, this time she ended up just breaking millions of hearts and freaking out on her professional on-screen lover. I never had this happen, but I imagine if a possum fell out of a tree and tried to scratch your eyes out, it would be something similar. Gosling said, "Yeah, there were swings, there were roundabouts, but this movie was the beginning of a beautiful friendship and a collaboration that was meant to last. Let the sparks fly." As Stone was announced to act in The Amazing Spider-Man opposite Andrew Garfield, she didn't become his redhead girlfriend, despite the world's expectations. She went blonde for the role of Spider-Man's first love, Gwen Stacy, which is actually closer to Emma's natural hair color. With or without her signature red, the actress was having an equal amount of fun, despite receiving contradictory reviews from critics and clearly losing out to the previous Tobey Maguire films. The Amazing Spider-Man brought Emma a fateful encounter. Sparks flew from the get-go with Andrew Garfield. Their almost 4-year real-life romance touched the hearts of fans all over the world. Everyone even hoped the two would reconcile when they met again, as Emma was getting one of her awards for La La Land. Do you know what is going on in Emma's love life right now? Has Emma moved on? We'll come back to that later. Destroy the cutie pie image. After starring in Woody Allen's Magic in the Moonlight and Irrational Man, Emma completely left her comfort zone. She got to play something she hadn't really been able to do before, a really troubled character. In Birdman, Emma plays the daughter of a washed-up movie star. Her desperate, disappointed in everything monologue still gives us goosebumps. The other big thing was Emma making her Broadway debut in Cabaret, performing 8 shows a week. That's when she was spotted by Damien Chazelle, who later brought her to the La La Land Dream Factory. "I felt a lot of freedom," she noted. "A lot. Everybody was so open and we had so much time to rehearse. It was technical, but it was very free. The crew could literally change the song if there was a note Emma couldn't hit. Stone could finally showcase her skills, acting, dancing, singing, and take home an Oscar at the end of the day."
I'm gonna hug the hell out of you when the feeling re-enters my body.
So, what happened next? She was brilliant as Billie Jean King in Battle of the Sexes, as well as Abigail in The Favorite. The reunion with its director, Yorgos Lanthimos, is set for fall 2021 with Poor Things. Emma is preparing for the role of a female Frankenstein. And have you seen her show Maniac on Netflix? Its crazily crafted storyline will take you by surprise. Hands down, we love this woman and can't wait to see her punk interpretation of Cruella de Vil. The film will focus mainly on Cruella's youth, as the young rebel attempts to break into the fashion world of 1970s London, in the midst of the punk rock revolution. That sort of reminds us of the career of the famous designer Vivienne Westwood, right? Anyways, the movie's director, Craig Gillespie, is the one who gave Ryan Gosling his most offbeat role ever in Lars and the Real Girl. So what can we expect from him? Let's hold our breath till May and discover more. But there is one thing scheduled for Emma that is more important than all the biggest premieres. Slow down from her hectic schedule. Stone opened up to Jennifer Lawrence in August 2018 about her desire to have a family in her 30s. "I'm at peace," she said. "I think it's been a good time to get a little perspective because things were so heavy work-wise for the past few years. And honestly, so many of my dreams are now personal and less professional." Those dreams became a reality the day Emma hosted Saturday Night Live in 2016 and met Dave McCary for the first time. In fact, he directed her in a dreadfully funny skit, Wells for Boys. Later, they were spotted several times at the Golden Globes after party or enjoying a date night at a Los Angeles Clippers game. Although they sat next to each other at the awards show, nothing was certain. Notoriously private, the lovebirds enjoyed the perfect storm created by the pandemic. Emma and Dave married in November 2020. It was the only obvious after the surprise ring post on Dave's Instagram. But that's not all. They are about to become parents. Emma felt very lucky to be at home during this period of time and not be working long days on set. What a well-deserved rest. Even though Emma has done it all, we look at her and think it's only the beginning for the talented actress. And who else in Hollywood is as brilliant at puns? If you have any ideas, please tell us. What are your favorite Emma Stone characters? Which of her upcoming projects are you itching to see? Please feel free to share and stay awesome!